What's going on, everybody? This is Demetrius Harris, your DAC funding broker. And on this channel, I help business owners get access to funding in all types of industries. If you own a paving company, asphalt business, seal coating business, driveway paving company, parking lot paving company, or a site work business and need working capital for asphalt, gravel, payroll, fuel, equipment, or job costs, this video is for you. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more funding content. Let's get into it. Landing jobs and bringing in revenue, but they still run into cash flow pressure when it is time to buy asphalt, gravel, stone, fuel, pay crews, cover trucking, repair equipment, and keep jobs moving before the full money comes in. In this video, I'm going to break down how paving working capital works, what lenders usually look for, common mistakes to avoid, and how the right capital may help your paving business stay strong and grow. So let's talk about why paving companies need working capital. Let's start with the reality of running a paving business. This industry takes serious capital to operate. You have payroll, fuel, trucking, asphalt, gravel, base materials, machinery, repairs, insurance, permits, equipment maintenance, and daily operating expenses. On top of that, many paving contractors need money for rollers, skid steers, dump trucks, trailers, seal coating equipment, scripting equipment, and job site support tools. Even when work is steady, these costs can still put major pressure on cash flow. That is why access to working capital can make such a major difference. Let's talk about why asphalt, gravel, and job costs create pressure. One of the biggest challenges in paving is that job costs come up front. You may win a driveway project, parking lot job, or roadway contract, but that does not mean all the money hits your account immediately. At the same time, you still have to buy asphalt, gravel, aggregate, tack, fuel, and supplies. Crews still need to be paid. Trucks still need to run. Equipment still needs to move. That timing gap is where many paving companies feel the squeeze. Working capital helps bridge that gap. Let's talk about common reasons paving contractors seek funding. There are many reasons paving business owners seek funding. Some need money for asphalt and gravel. Some need working capital for payroll and daily operations. Others need funds for fuel, trucking, equipment repairs, maintenance, seasonal demand, additional crews, marketing, or expanding into bigger commercial jobs. Some paving companies need capital to stabilize operations. Others need it because they are ready to grow. The right funding can help with both. Let's talk about what working capital really means. Now, let's talk about working capital. Working capital is flexible funding that can be used for day-to-day business needs. That may include payroll, asphalt, gravel, fuel, rent, insurance, trucking, repairs, maintenance, and general operating expenses. For paving companies, this is one of the most important funding tools because the business often has to spend money first in order to complete the job and then wait for the full return to hit the account. Now, let's talk about why working capital matters more than just revenue. A lot of paving contractors think if the jobs are coming in, they should be fine. but revenue alone does not solve timing issues. If you need to pay for material and labor now, but your receivable comes later, that creates pressure even if the job is profitable. That is why working capital matters so much. It gives you room to operate while the business keeps moving. It helps prevent growth from turning into stress. Let's talk about materials and supply costs. One of the biggest expense categories in paving is materials. Asphalt, gravel, stone, sealants, line stripping materials, patching materials, and related supplies all cost money. When job volume increases, those material costs can increase fast. If you do not have enough capital to buy what you need when you need it, jobs can be delayed, and delays can lead to lost revenue or damage. Relationships. Working capital can help you stay stocked and job ready. Let's talk about payroll and crew expansion. Another major pressure point is payroll. If you want to take on more jobs, you may need more drivers, laborers, equipment operators, foremen, or support staff. But payroll comes before the full return from the project always shows up. That is why labor growth can create pressure on cash flow. Working capital can help support crews and expansion without putting the whole company under financial stress. Let's talk about fuel, trucking, and transportation costs. Paving companies also deal with major transportation costs. Dump trucks, trailers, heavy equipment hauling, fuel, tires, and maintenance all add up fast. If your trucks are not moving, your jobs can slow down. If fuel costs spike, that can squeeze margins. This is another reason working capital can be so important. It helps you keep the transportation side of the business moving while the project pipeline stays active. Let's talk about equipment repairs and maintenance. Even if your main need is not buying equipment, paving businesses still face repair and maintenance costs all the time. Pavers, rollers, trucks, trailers, skid steers, and other machines take wear and tear. If something goes down, jobs can be delayed quickly. Working capital may help you respond to those issues faster without draining the cash needed for payroll and materials. Now let's talk about growth and bigger job opportunities. Growth takes money. Maybe you want to add crews, go after more commercial parking lots, take on municipal paving jobs, expand into seal coating and stripping, or increase your service area. Expansion usually means more expenses before the full return shows up. You may need more material, more fuel, more payroll, and more operating cash. That is why access to working capital can be such a major advantage. It helps paving contractors move on opportunities instead of missing them because of limited capital. Let's talk about what lenders usually look for. Now, let's talk about what lenders usually look for when reviewing a paving company for working capital. First, they often look at time of business. Second, they look at monthly revenue and whether deposits are consistent. Third, they may review your cash flow, bank activity, existing debt, and personal credit profile. The key thing to understand is that lenders usually look at the full business picture, not just one factor by itself. So let's talk about it's not always just about credit. A lot of paving contractors think if their credit is not perfect, they do not have a chance. That is not always true. Credit matters, but so do revenue, deposits, time in business, cash flow, and overall business strength. So if your paving company is bringing in steady revenue and showing real business activity, you may still have options available. That is why it is so important not to count yourself out too early. Now, let's talk about common mistakes pavement owners make. One of the biggest mistakes paving owners make is waiting too long. They wait until material costs are due, payroll is tight, equipment is down, or a growth opportunity is already slipping away. Another mistake is not knowing their numbers. You should know your monthly revenue, your major expenses, your debt obligations, and exactly what the funding will be used for. Other mistakes include mixing business and personal finances, too many overdraft, weak record keeping, and applying for the wrong type of funding. Now let's talk about how to improve your approval odds. If you want to improve your approval odds, keep your business deposits consistent. Separate business and personal finances. Reduce overdrafts and negative bank activity. Keep your records organized. Know your average monthly revenue. Have a clear use for the funds, and do not wait until your business is already under heavy pressure before exploring options. Paving contractors who prepare early usually put themselves in a stronger position. Now, here is a real world example. Let's say your paving company lands several new jobs at once, but now you need more asphalt, more gravel, more fuel, and stronger payroll support to keep those jobs moving. Working capital may help you make those moves without draining your operating cash. Or maybe you want to bid on a larger commercial paying project, but you need more room for job costs first. The right funding may help you move on that opportunity with more confidence. Now, let's talk about how working capital can help a paving business grow. The right working capital can help a paving business grow in a major way. It can help you buy materials faster, support payroll, strengthen cash flow, keep trucks moving, improve job flow, add crews, and take on larger work. It can also help you avoid turning down jobs just because you do not have enough operating cash to support the growth. When used strategically, working capital can help move your company from just maintaining operations to scaling with confidence. Now, let's talk about why timing matters. In paving, timing matters. If you wait until the business is already under pressure, your options may be weaker. The smarter move is to understand what the business needs before the pressure becomes a problem. The right capital at the right time can help you stay ahead of materials, labor, and job demands instead of consistently reacting to them. Now, here is my final message. At the end of the day, paving working capital can be a powerful tool when used the right way. Whether you need money for asphalt, gravel, payroll, fuel, trucking, job costs, operations, or growth. The key is understanding your options and positioning your business the right way. Working capital should not only be viewed as a last resort. It can also be a smart strategy to strengthen your operation and support long-term growth. If you own a paving company and need working capital for asphalt, gravel, payroll, fuel, job costs, or growth, check the link in the description to see what options may be available for your business. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more funding content. And I will see you in the next video.